I'm a little late, but you guys know why. The first thing that I want to say is I just want to give a shout out to all of you. All of you who called, who text, who was like, you know, Gloria, we're praying for you. We're happy for you. Um, we're glad you're safe. All the phone calls, all the love. I mean, it was a little overwhelming, but that's okay because I'm getting used to accepting and allowing a lot of love and generosity in my life, and not looking at it as people who are having some kind of pity on me or feeling bad for me or any of those things that I used to think back then. So I appreciate it all. I was sitting here saying to myself, it takes a little bit to go ahead and get moving in the morning, but that's okay. I'm going to do what I need to do to make sure that I continue to do what I love. So, this inspiration in 30 today, I wanted to go ahead and just talk about a couple of things. And the biggest thing is what is going on in your life? What are some of the things that are going on in your life that is stressing you out and that's making you uh, feel a certain kind of way about things and about life? And the only reason why I bring up that topic is because um, when was it? I think it was Tuesday, right? When I went in to see one of my clients, one of the things that I recognize is that I was sitting up there going through the motions, doing my work and doing all that stuff or whatever. And now that I'm on this particular project where I work with people and they come in at least twice a day to help with their blood pressure monitoring. And I'm responsible to make sure that it gets all set up and all this stuff, right? And I could tell you, before this thing happened to me with the blood clot and everything, I used to go through the motions and just get the stuff set up and then just leave, go about my day, right? But then I started reading something. I started looking at this book right here. I don't know if you ever read it. When a Body Says No, Exploring the Stress Disease Connection. Now, I just got my book actually today, but I've been looking at this book and I've been looking at some of the videos of the author who wrote the book. And one of the things that he said that nobody asked people what's going on in their life as to why they are, you know, why do they have hypertension and all this stuff, right? So I said, I'm at a clinic, I'm consulting at a clinic, and I'm on this project and everything. I'm going to sit up there and I'm going to try that. I'm going to see when I go there, I'm going to ask people what's going on with them because I noticed that people was not asking them, right? And so I went in after I spoke to you guys. I went in and there was maybe like three people in the room, right? Hey, Deborah. It was like three people in the room, and they were all coming to get their monitors, right? They were all coming to get their monitors. They were all coming to learn about how to take their high blood pressure because all of them had high blood pressure, right? And like I said, my responsibility was to hook the machines up, make sure that they were okay. And God spoke to me at that point. Hey, Tracy. God spoke to me at that point and said, go ahead and ask these people what's wrong with them. And so, just out the blue, I turned around and I said to the three people in the room, it was two ladies and a man. I said, what's going on in your life? What's going on in your life as to why you are here? I say your blood pressure is high because whatever it is that you're doing, right? However, you're living your life, your blood is literally boiling, and you don't have no outlet. You're not really speaking and feeling what is going on with you. And so now we're here to go ahead and monitor that, which is good, but you really need to address what's going on. Can I tell y'all, as a result of that, all three of the people in there started crying, all of them. And they started talking about what was going on with them, the stresses that they had trying to get health care, the stresses that they had, with their families and all that stuff. And they know that the biggest thing that is happening to them, as far as their blood pressure and everything else they got going on, is because of the stresses in their life. And so I sat back, y'all, and I thought about it. And I said to myself, I said, see, this is how God works. Now, here I am. This is my ministry, right? This is who I am. This is what God told me to do, to go out and speak to people, let them know how loved they are, let them know how powerful they are, let them know that they can do anything that they want to do, let them know that the most important person in the world is them, right? And remind them each and every day, I don't care how long it takes, just how powerful they are until they get it. But here I was going through the motions, right? Going through the motions, just trying to get something done instead of looking at the whole picture. And I did not look at to the whole picture until I was faced with a challenge. Does that make sense? When we are going through things in our life, we believe that we are alone. Nobody understands that people will never get what we are going through. But what we have to remember and know is that everything in our life is happening for a reason. And that reason that is happening is to allow you to pay attention to what's going on around you, pay attention to what's going on inside of you, or to get you to look at the full picture of your entire life. That challenge that you are facing now, it could be health, it could be money, it could be anything, whatever it is. The universe is knocking on you, telling you, hey, look, pay attention. There's something going on. We got to be able to get ourselves together. You're stressing yourself out too much, right? You got to push back. You got to pull back. My best friend called me yesterday, and I know she won't mind me telling you this story. My best friend called me yesterday, and um, she said, I don't know how to deal with everything that's going on at work. She said, I'm sleeping at work. I'm exhausted when I get home. On the weekends, I'm doing nothing but sleeping. And I said, you got burnout. You have burnout. And you continue to push yourself forward and push your body forward and do all these things. Well, you got to be able to find a balance for yourself. And she said, yeah, but I gotta, help the people around me at work and get myself together, and then I'll be able to have less stress. And then I just told her, when the body says no, when the body says no, we gotta listen. When things start happening and it gets that chaotic, we're going down the wrong road. We got to listen. We need support. We need help. We have to reach out. Now, look, everybody's not born with a whole bunch of money, but what we know is money can't solve all your problems. We know that people are born in different, environments. But what we do know, when we're old enough, we can change our environment and we can actually improve ourselves as we go along. The biggest triggers and the biggest stressors in our life, ladies, and you got to hear this: loss of control. Where do you feel like you have lost control in your life? Are you suffering from that burnout? Are you trying to keep everything together? Do you believe that you're responsible for anything and everything and gotta be the one that take care of stuff? Because if not, it's not gonna get done right. We're sitting up here and we're suffering because we have lack of uncertainty. We don't know what's going to happen to us in the future. We don't know how things are going to turn out. We don't know if we're going to be able to pay our bills and do all this stuff. And it's stressing us out. Right? Lack of clarity triggers your stress. Loss of control triggers your stress. Lack of information triggers your stress. And they say, Gloria, how come you not resting? How come you not taking time out? How come you not doing this? I am. I'm taking the time out. I'm doing what it is that I need to do. But I also recognize what this is about. Because, see, like I would tell you guys all the time, and that's why I'm so happy. That's why I'm so happy that I got this challenge, because I want you to see what it looks like when challenges come and how you can deal with them. Not because I believe that I have to. When it's unbearable, I don't do it. You guys know that. When the pain is that bad, or I got something going on, or it's too much, I cool down, right? I take the time. I don't overexert myself. When I'm feeling good and I know I can deliver to you, then I'm here. We have to know our limits when it comes to ourselves and our body. We don't have to make those big sacrifices anymore, ladies, because you saw grandma do it, you saw mommy do it, you saw all these people in your family sacrifice themselves. They were taking 100 pills a week in order to do that, to keep themselves together. That's the reason why. They never talked about their feelings. They never had that opportunity to have that outlet. They dealt with it. And then you understand, oh, my grandmama had high blood pressure, glaucoma, diabetes, this, she had that, but she would sacrifice herself. Yes, she was literally sacrificing herself and killing herself. Because every time somebody said, Grandmama, what's wrong? Big mama, what's wrong? Mommy, what's wrong? She would say, "Oh no, baby, everything is good. God is good. I'm doing my little prayers. I'm doing this. I'm all right." You know why she would say that? Because she didn't want to burden you with all of the stuff that she was carrying inside. And you can understand that, right? But now that you know the power that you have, healthy anger is okay. You can express yourself and say, "No, I'm not doing this. I don't feel good today. This day is not my day." You can sit up there and say, "I'm only going to handle the things that I can control. Other than that, I got to let that shit go." Right? When I went in, the ladies was like, "Oh my God, Gloria." They was like, "Oh my God, Gloria, your leg is so big and all this stuff." I said, "Yeah, they told me to walk on it," and I'm explaining everything, right? And they was like, "Oh my God, it's just, I feel so bad for you and I feel so this." And I said, "Why?" They was like, "These things are fatal and you can die." I said, "Yeah, my sister died from them. I understand." And they was like, "Well, you got to make sure you take care of yourself." And I said, I said, "Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what I know. Only God knows if this is the end. I don't. But what I do know is the power that I have right now. Now, I understand, and I had to tell the ladies this. I understand that the things that are coming out of your mouth is out of compassion and out of worry. But that is something that I don't need. What I need is that positive word. What I need is to know that everything is going to be okay, right? What I need is that love and that nurturing, because that's what heals, ladies. We really don't understand the power of love and how much it really, really heals. I was sitting up there and I was saying to a friend, because I was going back and forth with them, um, because she kept saying that she was having problems sleeping, right? And I said, "Well, what's on your mind? Because if you got problems sleeping, that means you got stuff on your mind. Whatever it is that's in here, you have no rest." And you can't get no rest because every second that you get, you're thinking about it. And she said, "I don't know." She said, "I don't know. I think it's just my eating, my this, my that." And I said, "Could be." Or it could be whatever it is that's bothering you is literally keeping you awake. And guess what? You have no control of it. Is it something that you can solve? Because if you could have, you would have. All that stressing that you're doing, right? All that worry you got yourself under, all that pain you causing yourself. I want you to ask yourself a question. Is this something that I can solve? Is this my issue? Is it my issue? If it's not, why are you worried about it? I told the ladies the only thing that I could do is what the doctor is telling me. Walk on it, keep yourself together, and that's it. And they like, "Well, wow, you got a whole bunch of this, you got a whole bunch of that." Well, I can't control what the body is doing. The body is doing its work to heal. I can't yell at it. I can't tell it hurry up. It's going to do what it's going to do. The only thing I could do is my part in it. And that's love on myself, keep myself stress free, sit here and work my ministry, and allow my body to do what it do best. And that is take care of me. That's all. When you sitting up there and you worried about all that stuff that's going on outside of you, within you, with other people, and you saying to yourself, oh my God, I don't know, I can't, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna get through this, and here we go again, God, with another challenge, and I just came through the first one, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna get through this, and please help me, please help me. No. We said it time and time again. The challenges are here to make you stronger, to help you grow, to help you see things that you have not seen. Let me get back to my story. When I told you those 3 people was crying in the room when I asked what was going on, and they was explaining their situations, one of the ladies said that she needed a better job so that she can get better health insurance so that she can take care of herself. Right? She said, I got a lot of things going on with my daughter. I got a lot of things going on with this. And it just so happens that the other lady that was crying in the room, she said, I'm on my break at work, lady, to do this class. And when I get back, I am going to email you the jobs that we have available, and I'm going to help you get a better job, a government job. And I just put my hands together and I said, God, I get the lesson. Because you know what I was doing for the past week or two, y'all? I was letting all them people just walk in and walk out and leave, right? And leave without asking them anything. Where I minister to y'all every day, every chance I get. I minister to y'all and I remind y'all. But when I got in that room, my mind told me, this is work. This is something that's different. They're not you guys. You get what I'm saying? They're not y'all. I don't have to talk to them. And then my ass gets a blood clot. I'm reading more about the body. And then God tells me, today go in there and ask them people what's wrong. And when I did, I found the lesson. My ministry is not bound up behind this computer and these events or anything. It is everywhere. And I say that to you. I say that to you. Those things that are bothering you in your life that you seem to not or can't get through, you know you can get through them. You know you have everything inside of you. You know you can do it. It will hurt. It is a whole bunch of damn pain. It is a process that you have to go through. But ladies, I'm telling you, there is someone waiting on you to help them go through what you just came out of or what you will be coming out of. And you were chosen to do it. You were chosen to do it. And there's nothing you can do about that. There is nothing you can do about that. You were chosen for this task because God loved you enough to know that you are the soldier that can handle this. Don't tell him you're not the one. Don't sit up there and say, I can't. Don't sit up there and say, no, give it to somebody else. Because if that was the case, he would have. See the blessing in it and take the stress out. Because that's the only way you're going to get through it. Does that make sense? Take the stress out of it. We don't like challenges. I get it. We don't like problems. I know that. When things happen to us, it hurts us. Yes, it does. We don't want it to be us because we want to be able to be comfortable our entire lives. I get it. Right? But in order for us to grow, this is the way that we have to go through it. So now, every time I went in that room, there was a young guy in there yesterday when I went. 34 years old. Pressure off the meter. And I said to him, what's going on in your life? And he said, I got a lot of stress from the road. I manage artists and I'm trying to get myself together. And I said, you have to be able to choose you. That's the only way you're going to get through this. You see? When we love on ourselves, our body knows, our mind knows. Right? When we start to understand that we are the most important people in the world, ourselves, then that's when we start to live. Yes, people will be concerned. Yes, people will want to help, and that's all good and well, right? And you take the love because you need that from your environment. And you accept the help if you need it. But your work and what you're supposed to do is you have to know and accept and remind yourself that this too shall pass. And that for whatever reason why you was chosen, for whatever time this is, and for whatever challenge or adversity or whatever that's going on in your life, that is yours, and that you are powerful enough, you are strong enough, and that you love yourself enough, and you have enough support, and you have everything to get through it. Because that's the only way you're going to come out. Because if you stress yourself out even more while you're going through what you're going through, then you will literally be killing yourself, or you will be sitting up here looking at disease. Looking at disease. I'm telling you the truth. Your life is everything. Love, forgiveness is everything. Peace, joy, gratitude is everything. Remember, peace, love, and gratitude are decisions that you make. You got to make a decision to stay in peace. You got to make a decision to forgive, and you got to make a decision to stay in gratitude. The stresses come in where you try to fill yourself with anger, grief, and shame. You keep filling yourself with grief and anger and shame and jealousy and all of these things. You're not serving yourself by being mad at someone who hurt you. You're not serving yourself not talking to someone because you don't like them or they don't like you, or the person hurt you so bad, so you're not going to allow love anymore in your life. You're not going to allow this to happen anymore. You start to do drugs and drink more and do things to cope, so that you can numb the pain that you really feeling inside of you. Those coping mechanisms and everything, and eating and doing all that stuff, ladies, those are just temporary solutions that cause you long-term pain. Temporary coping mechanisms that cause you long-term pain. And then you wonder why. You sit up here and you say to yourself, how did I get here? Because you chose something outside of yourself to cope with the pain, instead of saying, I'm going to sit up here and I'm going to love on myself, because I know I'm a great person. I know I can do this. I know I can get through this. If I was chosen for this challenge, let me see what I can do on my own. And if I can't do it all, let me go ahead and seek some help. Because I want to be able to protect my mind. I want to be able to protect my health. And I love myself enough to go through this. Ladies, choosing you is just not a great word to say. It's necessary. It's necessary. I'm in pain. Y'all see my leg up here? Right? Right up here. I'm in pain. My leg is up here. All that stuff. But that's just what it is right now. It's not going to be there forever. I got things to help me get through it. Right? But the biggest thing that I have is my faith, the love for myself, the love of my friends, your love. And that's the biggest thing that helps me get through. That's the biggest thing. Because it puts a smile on my face every day, knowing that I can do what I love and serve and be there. This challenge ain't shit. It ain't easy. But I know it's just a little small, minute thing. And that's how you got to look at yours. It's only a challenge along the journey of where you're going. When you're looking at your purpose and those challenges are coming, these are the challenges. So what I'm going to do? Quit? Hell no. Rest? Yes. Do what I can? Yes. And it's the same for you. Do what you can. Control what you can control. Let go of the things that you can't control, because you can't do anything about them. And love on yourself as much as you can, because that is the only thing that is going to get you through and is going to heal you. Okay? I love you guys. I got to get out of here. But yeah, choosing you is not just good words. It's what you're supposed to do. Okay? Self-love is just not words. It's what is required, right? I'll see y'all tomorrow. Gotta go. Love you. Have an amazing